Good morning, friends. It is Wednesday. Where are we? June 26th. So, my question, we have Julie Patterson with us. Did you log into the corporate call on Monday?
I did, yes.
So, what did you think of all the announcements?
Well, I knew about most of them because I watched the Forever Pack training on Saturday morning. I didn't watch it Saturday morning. I watched it on Monday, but I kind of figured most of that was coming. So it was good. I was excited. It was good to see that, they're including everybody now in, because not everybody wants a huge pack like we were talking about and stuff like that. And so it's kind of cool that even if you piecemeal it, you can still get a PIB,
Right. So let's back up the week. And I also watched the recording from Saturday. Plus, I was on Lisa's call Sunday night and Cindy's call Monday night. And Cindy's call Monday night, she interviewed Travis Ogden.
Yeah, I was on that too. Yeah.
And then in the Forever University call with Kathy on Saturday, they had Kathy Coover on the call. So you're right, we kind of got previewed into what was coming. And what I really liked that I heard from corporate with Kathy Coover and Travis was that Isagenix has been really great for the upper middle class. And they still believe in leading with the value pack. But they've also found, especially the younger generation, the college kids, the early 20s, different demographics, both ethnicity and financially, they haven't been able to reach the middle class, the younger kids, as much as they would like to. I was surprised, I don't remember which call mentioned it, that they said Isagenix is only in 1% of houses in America. That is a lot of growth we have to go.
Yeah.
And so they want to reach everybody. And so they came out with some new initiatives. So I'm going to review what these are for people who have not heard what's going on, which hopefully you all have. So the first one is that, like we just mentioned, they want to reach everybody. And so for every order that new enrollment, I should say, for every new enrollment that you get, whatever the PIB total is, so for example, so the big packs, the value pack, the premium pack, the 30-day, that is staying the same. And those you still get double PIBs on. But if you ordered a smaller pack other than those three, you didn't get a PIB. So they're now saying with these smaller ones, you would get 10% of whatever your BV was. So for example, if somebody purchased a Forever pack that's going to be 100 BV, you would get a $10 product introductory bonus. I also look at the college kids, like for Jake, I had put together carts that said breakfast, snack, and energy, which was 2 shakes, 2 bars, and e-shots. That also would come in about 100 BV, $10 PIB. Now with this new PIB that's the 10%, there is no doubling. So the doubling only happens on those bigger packs. The other thing they started when they started this conversation was that these are beta tests, just like ISA Delivery was a beta test last fall. And if these 3 initiatives do really well, then hopefully it will be going full term as well. So I guess all of these run from June 24th through September 29th. Yes, do you have something to say?
There's talk on the Forever University page that the Forever pack that they have listed as an official pack now is 52 cents higher than if you order it a la carte.
Interesting.
They think it's a glitch, but they're not sure.
Okay, so if you didn't hear my little wingman over here, they now have an actual Forever pack in the back office, which I didn't even look to see that it was up yet, that there was talk it was coming. And supposedly it's 52 cents higher to order it via pack instead of individually. So they think it's just a glitch in the system is what he was saying. So anyway, I love this because I do think it opens the doors. I think it opens the doors for people who are more financially strapped, those of us who are choosing to lead with the Forever Pack for simplicity purposes, for the college kids, or like I've been saying to Zach, his one buddy Connor has been coming over all the time, and he's literally reading the labels of Nitro and Recover and Isopro. And we keep saying to Zach, like, you're missing the signs. He's researching, like, enroll him. And you can enroll him just on the performance line. And they even gave the example of, even if you enrolled somebody at 50 BV, you'll still get a $5 PIB. But we all know you want to be at 100 BV every 30 days. So I didn't like that they used that reference. I understand what they're saying, but I think still sticking with an initial order of 100 PV is critical. Because then you can talk more about IsaBody. You can talk about we get paid when you stay at 100 BV every 30 days. So I do think that 100 BV is really critical. Am I missing anything on that part of the announcement, Julie?
Well, no, not that part, no.
Okay. And what's your thoughts, knowing you have 2 adult children and, the whole idea of this new PIB?
Well, they actually aren't my focus, only because they're so wishy-washy.
Right.
And so my focus actually has kind of turned more to people I've reached out to before.
Right.
And
are you excited with leading with the Forever Pack that we have this?
Yeah, I have been. So that's been my my go-to recently. So I haven't really been leading with anything else. And I've not, after we talk about the Forever Pack, I always tell people, there's more in the back office. So there's more to explore. So let's start here though,
Right. Yeah. Okay. So then the next thing they announced, because there's 3 incentives they announced on Monday, is 40 is the new 20. So we were super excited about this, especially for Randy's account, that when you promote somebody to a consultant, what do you get, Julie?
Oh, a bonus.
Oh, yep. What's the bonus?
Right now, you mean?
Like, what's the amount you get for your bonus when you promote a consultant?
$100.
$100. Up to your first 20.
Right.
So since Randy has been building for 6 years, he ran out of his first 20 a long time ago. And so once you get out of your 20, it's great to you still want to promote consultants, but you don't get this extra bonus. And so they're calling it 40 is the new 20, that you get $100 bonus on your next 20 that you promote as well. So, those people that are in the gap where we hit our 20 and now this new incentive, we don't get to go retro and go backtrack on those. It would be the next new 20 we can get $100 bonus on again. So if you have not hit your bonus, that means you have the option to capture 40 consultants by September 29th. So feel free to go for that. And, capture some money. That I love that. So we can capture 20 on his account. I did not hit the full 20 on mine, that if we wanted to, we could, if we hit his 20, go back and capture mine as well. But thoughts on that one? Did that excite you?
Yeah. Now I have a question. So what was the 150 though? Isn't there a $150 bonus?
That's coming next.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
No, that's okay. So that's the 40 is the new 20. So for your first 20 consultants, you get a $100 bonus. And then now they've given you an additional 20. So then the third incentive is called Crystal Consultant Bonus. So when you have a team member promote a consultant, and let me just use your husband example. So say Michael promotes to consultant, there's no time period normally. So whether he does it in the first month or in 2 years, he would earn a $50 consultant bonus. Right. So they're playing with what's called the Crystal Consultant Bonus, and the objective of this is to try and have people promote to consultant faster within their first 30 days. And if somebody promotes a consultant in their first 30 days, they're going to, with this incentive, get an additional $100 bonus on top of that 50. So instead of Michael earning $50, he would earn $150. So here's the cool thing with this Crystal Consultant bonus. People who enrolled before May 24th, 30 days prior to the June 24th start date of this incentive. So all of the people who you've enrolled way before May are eligible to go, who have never promoted to consultant. It does not work if somebody promoted to consultant and deactivated to associate. It's only new consultants. So anybody who promotes to new consultant, if they've never rank advanced before, if they do it before before July 29th, right?
24th.
July 24th, thank you. If they do it before July 24th, they can capture that $150. Now,
well, they were saying that was if they had flipped to associate already. If they have not flipped to associate, they still can do it. They hit the associate and they have 30 days whenever. If they're already an associate.
Good point.
Yeah. So Michael is already an associate, so he only has until July 24th.
Good point. I forgot about that.
He's not an associate yet. If she does it today, she has until June 26th.
Right. And so this incentive is also running till September 1st. So really the focus on getting people to click the purple button, teach them how to share, which includes teaching them how to write their 30-second story. And we're going to come back to that. And then they have 30 days to find 2 people. 2 people. That's it. 2 people. So again, all 3 promotions are running till September 29th. But this Crystal Consultant, if they're already an associate, they have till July 24th to promote to consultant and get the $150 bonus. Anybody who hits, it's not a purple button anymore, it's blue. Anybody who now hits the blue button, flips to associate, that starts their 30-day time clock between now and September. And even if somebody flips that associate button on September 29th, they have 30 days from September 29th to capture that $150. So, yes.
Can I use that?
Yeah, there's one open.
It is open.
Yes.
Thank you.
Your drink only had elderberry and ionics in it.
Okay.
So let's talk about how do we really capture this? Like, this is really cool and we can get all excited, but what exactly do we need to do to capture this money on the table? So I'd like to hear your thoughts first, Julie.
Well, first I want to talk to the people on my team already who are like regular ongoing users, have seen some results, or are looking for accountability or anything like that, who they know who would be, or who are they thinking of that would want to get the results they're getting or feel as good as they're getting or whatever, and see if they've got 2 people that they want to bring on. But make sure that they understand. I loved the showing of, if they do this, if they have these 2 people join,
Mm-hmm.
that would literally cover the entire cost of their first month
Mm-hmm.
of products.
Mm-hmm.
That's the eat for free is what we were hearing about. So,
Right.
So making sure they understand that they would literally be eating for free, and anybody that they had come on board with them would be doing the same thing. So
Right.
it's expressing that to them without them thinking, because a lot of my team has expressed, I'm not interested in a business. Well, I want them to see that, well, this doesn't have to be a business. This can be something where you're eating for free, they're eating for free. It doesn't have to be a business. It's as easy as sharing what you're doing, how great you're feeling.
Right. And, it's kind of funny because, have you pre-thought about verbiage like, oh, I don't like to sell to people, or I don't want to talk to my friends, or I don't want to be pushy? Like, common things people may come back at you and say as you're presenting this to them. Like, how are you going to, what Are you going to follow the playbook for the Forever Pack for scripting? Are you going to share a you share, they share video? Are you going to do the napkin presentation where you draw out you share, they share? Like, let's get down to the nitty gritty of how are you going to do this? Are you going to talk to them on the phone? Are you going to meet them in person?
It's usually on the phone. As far as the what did you say about the not wanting to do a business part of it? I would really talk to them in the sense of it's more of a referral to yourself kind of thing, you know. And why wouldn't you, like I referred it to you, why wouldn't you want to refer it to your friends? You know, you've said to me, I don't want a business, and I understand that, and I get it. But why wouldn't you want to say maybe take a coupon for referring it to your friends?
Right. And I think there's two things you're hitting on there. One is exactly, I love that it's a referral, because have you ever, and I like to ask them, have you ever referred a restaurant, a movie, a health club? I just saw Amanda Campbell recommend solar panels for the house.
Right.
Like, what have you recommended in the past? And then I also think it's a really good time to kind of remind them how great they're feeling. Like, you know, let's go back. Like, how great, what are your benefits you're feeling? Like, you told me before you were exhausted and now you have energy throughout the day and you're sleeping better and you're down 20 pounds. Like, do you have friends that are looking for health solutions? Like, to me, somebody's like buried their head in the sand if they don't know people who are looking for health solutions, because especially the increased energy and better sleep, I don't care if there's not a weight loss goal, everybody's looking for those two solutions, I think. So like, remind them of how great they feel. And don't you want your friends to feel that way too? I think is a really important part. And if you go along that coupon avenue, you know, almost everybody uses Kohl's Cash or Kohl's coupons. Like, you know, hey, what do you do when you get a 20% coupon at Kohl's? You know,
yeah,
this is your chance to eat for free. It's better than Kohl's coupons because it's eating for free, which then is also going to trickle down into saving for your grocery bills. So you're double dipping. And then literally draw out you share, they share with the bonuses.
Yep.
So are you confident in your you share, they share?
I am.
Good. And for those of you who are watching, I think this needs to be some homework. If you're not comfortable drawing out you share, they share, repeat, if you don't know the bonuses, if you don't know the Map to Crystal Executive, I think this is where you need to spend some time.
There's I don't know if you saw, and this is going back to Forever Pack, I think it was Dave MacArthur shared yesterday on his Mechanic to Millionaire a new version of the You Share, They Share with these bonuses.
Oh, I have not seen that. Did he YouTube link it?
Yes, it's literally 3 minutes.
Would you throw that on Shooting Stars, and you can put that in the posture of, this is how I'm going to help promote capturing these bonuses on the table?
Yeah.
Okay, because at least, and really, I mean, I think we could throw it on Ice a Journey too. I don't think it has to be just.
Look at it before
Okay.
I do.
Well, for sure, put it on Shooting Stars of people who are consultants or have been consultants, so that they see it.
Because it's not like super detailed like all the other You Share, They Shares where they do the arrows and all this and that. It's just kind of a simple version of with the bonus.
Yeah. And so kind of coming back to what you first started is you're going to go through your list and call people. And I think this is an important part as a check-in. How are you doing? If they're struggling, help them, you know, through any obstacles they're facing. Great time to introduce any other products. Like Randy just did a follow-up call with a classmate last night, and the wife is just draining in energy right now. So we recommended Ionics.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like, what's the next step you can recommend for them? And then we started going into the, you know, are you ready to start sharing? Because, you know, and originally when he signed up, he was going to sign his wife up right away. And now they're kind of pushing back and saying, we're just sticking with one system for right now. But we're mentioning it, we're bringing it up. They just aren't ready yet. So we're getting a no for now.
Right.
But, and they've even said it's a no for now, but it's not a permanent no.
Right.
But at least we're planting those seeds that I think we always need to be planting those seeds. And with these bonuses, you know, especially those people who, oh, I can't afford Isagenix. I can show you how to get $600.
Right.
You know, so make sure you understand how that works and how to show it to them. And when you're going through your list calling people, I took a screenshot. So let me pull up the screenshot. I'm going to share my screen. So you had asked me a great question. And this is where, you know, don't be afraid, you guys, to reach out to us if something comes up that you have questions and you're not understanding. I want to share my screen. So I want you to see this. And I covered up the name of who it is. So this person has been a consultant in the past, and they are an associate right now. And as you can see, the person's strong leg is clearly the right leg because they have 16,000 BV. And then on his left leg, this person has 179 BV. So when we say it's really important to stay at 100 BV every 30 days, that's because if you stay at 130 BV every 30 days, we bank the volume. So imagine it like a savings account. And so this personal volume is your savings account of past orders. So when you're going back and looking at people's, and you get this under View My Team. So when you go to View My Team in a situation like this person has 179 on his weak leg and 733. So what happens if they add a new person on, or one of their people on whatever side is not active reactivates? Like say on their strong side, that person has 200 in BV, but on the weak side, they only have 80 in BV. Well, they need 20 more BV on that weak side to stay a consultant. So they either need to enroll another person or talk to the people on that leg to see if anybody needs an order. Like, have you tried the new cleanse? You know, how are you doing on your health journey? Do you need pre and post workouts? Do you, you know, convenient snacks for on the go? So in this situation, if this person were to get somebody active, then that they would have 912 BV because this holding volume would be combined with the left leg that's the weak leg. So what does 912 BV tell you, Julie?
That's 3 cycles. No, is that?
Yes.
3 cycles. Yeah, 300.
Right, because you already have the 600 on your strong leg. So you never have to worry. This person has a very strong right leg. Mm-hmm. So you've clearly got the 600 covered on this side. But by staying consultant and staying active at 100 BV every 30 days, this will keep accruing as long as he stays active. Now, let's say 1 month, this person decides, oh, I'm only going to order 50 BV. What happens to this holding volume?
It disappears.
It zeroes out. So when Jimmy Smith says our most important product is 100 BV every 30 days, it's because you're creating a bank account here. And when you do promote a consultant, you get to cash out that bank account. So this person, by enrolling a person or talking to his current people, seeing if he can assist them and if they need any help, would cycle 3 times. And what does that 3 cycles equal, Julie, in cash?
$154 each.
Yeah, $162. So right there, there's your 100 in BV. Mm-hmm. So when we say free food, we're talking free food. Yeah. And, you know, one thing to address is that in network marketing, you're always going to have 1/3 of your people come, 1/3 of your people stay, and 1/3 of your people go. So if you haven't seen it yet, you will see people stop their ISA journey. You'll see people, I'll say, get laxed on their ISA journey. You'll have people who even stopped and came back. That sometimes they feel great then they stop and then they realize how awful they felt. And then they need to come back and they're like, I'm never doing that again. We've had that happen a dozen times. So even if somebody stops, it doesn't mean that's a forever stop. We've often seen people come back. I think the important part is continuing to pour belief into them and continuing to see how their health journey is going, even if they've terminated. Like, hey, I'm still here if you ever need help. Because we've had people come back to us saying, I'm coming back because you never gave up on me. And so I think that's a really, I mean, it's sad and frustrating, especially because we see it for them and we believe in them typically more than they see it themselves and believe in it themselves. So don't lose belief. And I think that is the belief all around. Belief in the products, belief in yourself, belief in the comp plan. Like, stay strong because there is magic in all of this. And so I just wanted you guys to see, like, as you're drilling down through your team, I wanted to give you an example. And this could even be an example if somebody had never promoted a consultant, but they've been a customer for a while. What that would look like is this 179 would be 0. And so when they do enroll their first person, it's going to go on this weak leg and the same thing would happen. Now they may only cycle 2 times instead of 3 times because they don't have this 179 in there. But just, I want you guys to see what you're looking for when you're talking to your team and to show them. So say this was a brand new person and this was at 0. And so they enrolled somebody on a forever pack. So you got 733 BV. Your BV on a forever pack is like 108, give or take. You're at 841. So you're just shy of that 900 or the 900 to get the 3 cycles. But what would happen is they would still get 2 cycles, which is $108. Because they're promoting to consultant for the first time before July 24th or in those 30 days, they're gaining an extra $150. So they're getting the 108 plus 150 is 258. So there's, again, free product right there, $250 like that. Then here's the magic. If you teach them how to share with 2 people within 60 days, you're going to get another $250. So now you're talking $500. So it is the power of duplication. And this is where I'm going to stop sharing my screen. It's important for us to know how to do you share, they share, how to draw it out, how to explain to our team. So fill in where I'm missing. What are your thoughts on what I just explained in looking at these reports and drilling down through your team or talking to your team for the first time about promoting to consultant?
Well, no, I mean, I think you covered all of the ways that they can take advantage of that money. I'm going to go through my team and do exactly what you just showed, because I think that's definitely a draw for people, is seeing what they're not seeing. You know, they don't know to look for that. They don't know. I mean, I'll use myself as an example. In the beginning, when I was only a product user, I wasn't interested in looking at all that stuff. So I didn't know, you know.
You don't know what you don't know.
Right, exactly. So to give that to them and show them and say, here's your options. And then it's up to them to take it off the table, you know. But to be that person that at least lets them know that that's there for them when it's time for them to take advantage of it. And now would be the best time, of course, because there's extra bonuses involved. But just, you know, every little bit to be able to have that information for them. Sometimes it's a game changer for people, you know.
Right. And what the big thing here, just like you don't prejudge when you introduce people to the products, don't prejudge on people wanting to eat for free or the business, because we never know what goes on behind closed doors. People could be drowning in debt. They could be paying for 5 kids going to college. They could be going through a divorce. Like, people may want to eat for free and more. Maybe they had their car break down and they were forced to buy a new car, and that's put them in a difficult financial position. wow, wouldn't a couple $100 or $500 or $1,000 a month make a big difference in a family income? Because that's the thing. The comp plan is as difficult as you share, they share, repeat. Mm-hmm. And that they share and repeat is really the depth of the compensation plan. And so if you haven't seen, Cindy's been doing some team recognition with conference coming up, and Cindy and Lori Olson and Erica Zinman and Lisa Maciel all were in the $250,000 to $400,000 a year price range. So when we say this can make a difference in people's lives, there's the full gamut of I'd like to get my products paid for, to I need to pay a car payment, to I need a lifeline. So let's not prejudge on that either. And let's come alongside people and show them how to do it.
And even if they said no before, doesn't mean it's no now.
Exactly, because I've heard every 90 days, people's situation changes. Whether they've gotten laid off at work, whether somebody got sick, whatever the situation is, people's situations change. So I agree. It's always good and worth to go back for a revisit.
Right.
So I am going to throw this link on Shooting Stars as well, because I think these announcements are so important, and this is kind of back to basics that I think it's important for people to learn, that I don't typically share our group coaching calls in Shooting Stars, especially 2 weeks in a row, but I think timing is critical right now. And so here's what the other pieces I want to talk about. And you hear this on stage all the time. Use the tools, don't be a tool. But I think people go to work to make sharing complicated. And, you know, whether you're using an app, whether you're using the website, there's going to be 2 ways to share that I'm going to talk about. If you're sharing with the traditional packs, value pack, premium pack, 30-day pack, what I would recommend you doing is go to isomovie.com. And in iSamovie, there are the different categories that we have, like weight loss, wealth creation, vitality and well-being. Under each category are 2 to 4 videos, I'll say. And the videos are typically 2 to 5 minutes. So like the Mary Evans Just Cleanse. I haven't looked there in a couple months. So last time I looked, it was still there. My favorite one in those categories is there's one that is the Isagenix Advantage, I think is what it's called. It's a little bit longer. It's 12 minutes. And then there's another one that has a chiropractor and his wife sitting on a couch, but I don't remember what that one's called. And that one's a little bit shorter version. But my point is, if you're going to use the bigger packs, what I would recommend is first we need to tune up our ears. How often do we hear people saying, I'm exhausted, I need more energy, I need more money, I need to lose weight, I'm training for a race. Like when you truly tune up your ears, we have something for everybody. I mean, we all believe isogenesis and shakes should be in every single body on the planet that walks the earth, let alone the other health solutions we can offer. So tune up your ears and be willing to say, I may have something to help you. Would you like to have a conversation about that? Or would you be willing to chat? I mean, I think people go to work to make it awkward. It is as simple as, you know, when you hear somebody say, I am looking to save money on my energy bill. And you say, hey, I just got solar panels for my house. Do you want the information of who I used? The exact same thing. Or somebody compliments you on your hair. Oh yeah, I just switched hairstylists. Her name is blah, 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 blah. The exact same thing with this. But often I don't think people tune up their ears, or they start feeling so great, they can't contain themselves. Oh my gosh, I can't wait for everybody to feel this great. That's where we really want people. Like, I feel so great that everybody should feel this great. And then you just want to shout from the rooftops. Well, if you're shouting from the rooftops, make sure you're getting paid for it, you know, because I'm pretty sure your hairdresser, if your best friend switches to your hairdresser doesn't pay you every time she comes in for a haircut. Where Isagenix does. Every time that person buys food that you recommended, you get paid. So use the tools, go to isomovie.com. Maybe you need to invest some time perusing a couple of different ISA movies and see which one resonates with you, and have 3 or 4 in your hip pocket that you like. So if one person says, I'm training for a marathon, I need new fueling, and another person says, I need to lose 30 pounds, and another person says, I'm exhausted, you're not going to send them all the same video necessarily. You could send them different videos. And I would recommend, while you're watching the videos, have a pad of paper so that as you're watching, say you're watching the weight loss one and 4 people's names pop into your head. Oh my gosh, this would be so great for so-and-so. Put their names down. And then you could do a simple text or message just saying, hey, I just watched this video and thought of you. You know, I know you've seen my health journey and it's been so beneficial for me. Would you want to watch this video I was watching? Again, it's not weird. You're thinking of them. You'd like to help them. This is about serving other people. So that is what I would recommend for people who are using the traditional packs. For those of us that are using the Forever Pack, I'm going to encourage you, if you have not printed out the actual playbook, which, how many pages is it? 37 pages. And for those of you who have no idea what I'm talking about, the cool thing with this playbook, it is page after page after page of scripting, and actual scripting, like people who have joined your team and terminated, people who have asked you about Isagenix but never joined, people you've met for the first time, doctors. Like, it is, and I'll just read one here. So this one here says, here's for a current prospect who's been on Facebook for a long time. And it says, I know you've been, and they've never joined. I know you've been in the process of exploring Isagenix as a possible fit for you. I'm excited about a new way of getting started on our health journey that is super simple, completely affordable, and backed by powerful science. If I send you a video, would you be open to checking this out? If not, no worries. I hope you're having a great day. Did that sound weird? No. Did it sound pushy? No. I was thinking of you, saw this video. Would you watch it? And find out when they're going to watch it. That's another big piece. Mm-hmm. So if you're doing the Forever Pack, or you're intrigued and want to learn more, let us know. There is a Forever University page, just like the ISA Journey page or the Shooting Stars page. There is a Forever University page we can add you in that has constant training. It's a huge thread. They actually have a playbook we can send you, and you can print it out. And when we've been enrolling people, we are literally using word for word scripting. And I can tell you it works. Have you been using the playbook, Julie?
Yes.
Has it worked?
Yeah, it has.
Yeah. So, and the other cool part with this playbook that is a new piece for those of you who haven't come over to the Forever side yet, and this is what I think is a missing piece with our team, is that on page 25, they have a 3-way call. Now, in the past, we used 3-way calls before they join, which we're still open to doing, but this 3-way call is after they've joined, before their kit starts or before their kit arrives. And this is a welcome to our team. This is building into them. You've made the best decision. You have the best science backing you. You're going to start feeling great. And it provides team culture. So the thing with the 3-way call is you schedule a call between your new person, you, and they call it a mentor, somebody else who's using the 3-way pack. The mentor and the sponsor literally both open up to page 25. You're going to read the scripting, and basically the leader introduces everybody on the call and then turns it over to the mentor, and the mentor is going to read the script. So what I love about this is I feel the duplication was appearing harder and harder, or we didn't have tangible tools and process. This is a tangible tool for everybody to use, and it simplifies things. The other piece in there is we've had some people, when we've sent them the Forever Pack, they're like, oh my gosh, I want to do this. How do I do it? You can manually sign them up, or if you've gone into your back office and you've created carts in Manage My Cart, you can create, like I have 6 carts. I have a value pack, a premium, and a 30-day, so I still have the traditional packs in there, but I have a Forever Pack, a Forever Pack Plus, which is 2 shakes a day instead of 1 shake a day with Isagenesis. And then I have Isagenesis only. But you could create a cart of the performance line. You could create a cart of For my kids, I created one called Breakfast, Snacks, and E-Shot, and Energy, which was shakes, bars, and E-Shots. But whatever cart you have made in your back office, hopefully everybody has the IsoLife app. It's as simple as go into your IsoLife app. It says share Isagenix. You pick which cart you're sending them. So say I'm sending them a Forever Pack Plus. I click on that and I send them the link, either text or message. They sign themselves up. And you can even see where they are in the process. So we have been with Isagenix for 6.5 years. I have been on the business side for 5.5 years. The streamline, the simplification, and the extra cash on the table have never made it simpler to share than now. Thoughts around that, Julie?
I agree.
Okay. And thoughts about how I was saying, like either using the playbook or,
well, and that's
the videos.
The playbook is so, it doesn't seem like wording that you wouldn't normally use. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
So a lot of times when we get scripting, it seems so, it's not as universal as it should be. Is what
Something that wouldn't come out of your mouth.
Right. And even if there's like 1 or 2 words you wouldn't normally say, just tweak it to make it your own word. But it's a lot easier to tweak it and simpler. Like it's simple duplication. It really is. And there's so many scenarios in the playbook that you can pull from to use. So yes, I would say don't try and reinvent the wheel. Just go from the playbook and make it easy on yourself. It's more comfortable. You're still being authentic. And it's really got more of the answers for you than you trying to figure out where to get it from,
Right. And the last piece, which I can't believe Zoom hasn't kicked me off because I know I've gone past my 30 minutes, is that the other way to help people start sharing and to continue to build your business as well is the people who are loving their journey, who are having victories, whether it's non-scale or scale victories. Reach down to them, help them write their 30-second story, literally teach them how to do that. And if you don't know how to do that, Google Isagenix 30-second story. It's a 2-page document. The first page tells you what to do. The second page gives you 5 questions to ask. Once they answer the 5 questions, you take the answers to those questions and make it into a paragraph so that it's story form. And I like the approach of, can I feature you? Like Randy just did this. If you guys didn't see his post on Monday, and I borrowed it yesterday. He called his classmate who started back in February. He was one of our first Forever Packs. Can I feature you? Can I share your story? 1, people are flattered and honored that you want to feature them. 2, it teaches them how to write their story. 3, we ask the permission to tag them because then it starts creating excitement within their friends. So then people are going to be organically asking them, hey, I saw that post. I didn't realize you lost 37 pounds. Tell me what you're doing. So again, there's multiple ways to create curiosity, and we're here to serve others and to provide solutions. Mm-hmm. That's it at the end. I mean, we offer a solution. It's up to them to take it. So I wanted to be able to come back to basics, to give you practical tools, to give you a little bit of guidance so that you know how to capture these bonuses that are on the table for the next 3 months, especially the one in the next 30 days. Anything you want to close with there?
Just going to follow up with those people and, start with my team and then work on the ones that I've been talking to that haven't jumped on board.
Yeah. And so here's what I'm going to say in closing. We can teach you this. We can provide you the tools. Corporate can throw you extra cash, but we can't do it for you. So if you want it, you have to put the time and energy in. It's the same analogy as if you were going to go to the gym and, are you going to go to walk in the doors and sit down on the couch and watch people working out? Or are you going to go use the equipment? Because you're not going to get the results until you put the time in. And we all have the same 24 hours. We all have busy lives. We all have distractions. So really the way I treated it is everybody has a different pace. Is your pace to touch your business and to serve friends and to reach out to people 30 minutes a day? Is it 2 times a week for an hour a day? Is it 2 hours every day? So everybody can do this, especially now with sharing with this IsoLife app and the tools of the videos. Everybody can truly do this in the pockets of their day. It's, are you willing to do the do, and what's your frequency? Mm-hmm. So I hope you're wanting to go serve your friends and to help everybody have an IsoLife and get the IsoGlow and feel energetic and helpful. And if you need help, reach out to your coach or reach out to us, and we're willing to help. And if you like what you've seen on these coaching calls the last 2 weeks and you want to jump in the coaching calls, because I'm not going to pull them on Shooting Stars every week, we coach every Wednesday morning at 8 a.m. So let me know if you want to jump in. Lisa has her team calls Sunday nights at 7 p.m. and Lisa has hers on Monday nights at 7 p.m. So just know the support is there. Again, are you willing to take advantage of it? All right, everybody go have a great day and go crush it.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye.